Joe, what are you doing? We're live here, dude. You got where the lights are on, the camera's running, the green screen's going.
Power napping.
Power napping?
Energy. Timing.
We're doing our read this series and you're taking a power nap? This is not the time for a power nap.
There's a lot of research behind it. You may be right though that this is not the best time.
Just because Daniel Pink says that you should take a nap to get re-engaged doesn't mean you do it during the read this series. Can you introduce the series and get us going here?
I will, but just to say it, I do feel a little better. I'm a little more awake. I'm a little more energized. So welcome back. We are the Schoolhouse 302. I'm Joe.
And TJ.
And we are very much looking forward to introducing our 3 books this month. We are totally focused on disengagement, which is new for us. We typically tend to be on the positive side of things, the bright spots, as Chip and Dan Heath write about. But we thought, you know what? We've heard so much lately from our listeners, from colleagues, friends about disengagement. So we thought, you know what? Why not? Because there are specific ways that leaders create disengagement. TJ, why don't you talk about our first book?
Yeah, it's crazy. Upward towards 70% of the workforce is disengaged. And so we got to do something about it. Our first book does that. John Gordon. And you know we love John Gordon. A Recipe to Nourish Your Team and Culture. Soup. It's a great read. It's an easy read. It really is it's a fable like John always does. And it's about a failing company and about disengagement, really, a team that wasn't doing well. And lo and behold, a grandmother who runs a soup shop was able to re-engage the CEO and say, here's how you run a team. And the soup part of it is the nourishment that a team needs. And just the kind of nourishment that a CEO or a principal or a school leader or a superintendent can really find and provide for the team and for the people. Soup. Read it. Pick it up. What a great book.
And his fables are very easy to read and they're inspirational. So our next book is by Daniel Pink, Win. And this is The Scientific Secrets of Perfect Timing. The reason why we love this book, outside of the fact that Dan Pink is awesome, we're going to feature him on our Focus Ed podcast in March. So a little plug there.
That's awesome.
This is about timing. But what really resonates with us is we're always looking for the how. Okay, that's great, but how? What's the best way for me to work out? When is the best time for me to nap? When is the best time for me to do fill in the blank? He covers the neuroscience behind that, and what we do matters, but when we do it is critical. So if you're looking to just take that next little step to take you maybe out of a rut or even raise your game a little bit, Dan Pink's Win is a must read.
It doesn't give you license to take a nap in the middle of a meeting or a recording like the Read This series, but it is a fantastic book with great science. So every month we like to bring you a Mac Daddy. This month it's Lead from the Heart, Transformational Leadership for the 21st Century by Mark C. Crowley, the Mac Daddy. Awesome, awesome book. Mark really does dive into this concept of caring for people, caring for the team, thank yous, celebrating, lifting. We always say you shouldn't push if you're not going to lift. It just causes resistance. It seems like a no-brainer, but guess what? People just don't get it. That you have to care, you have to be compassionate. Yes, you can want results. It doesn't mean that you're not going to look for results. In fact, Mark has great results in all of the companies that he worked for. You got to pick this up. Lead from the heart. Start leading from the heart. Guess what? Tomorrow you just start giving people more thank yous. We also have a tip. Joe, what's the tip this month?
Absolutely, and he was a phenomenal guest. Our tip is don't forget that we want to turn your car into a classroom. So these are just, Win is on 5 discs here. It's powerful. It's an easy way to listen to books. And so we want to say, don't forget that this is a great option. And there are secondhand stores. If you're like, you know what though, that might be a little bit above my budget. We pick up a lot of these at secondhand stores or on different sites that offer a low rate. But we do want to point out that just because it's audio, I would say the last 3 to 4 books that I've listened to on audio have something online, a PDF. This one has a PDF, a timeline chart, different things out there to take what you listen to and then engage it. I love that because it's a reflective practice after I've listened to something, and it's actually engaging me with the material similar to how I may be engaged in actual reading. So pick up your audio versions of books, turn your classroom into a car, and start learning all the time.
It's awesome. And you know what? I like hearing from the author. I like hearing their voice. I like hearing
Great
the way
point.
that they would pronounce the sentence and the words that they've written. So it's awesome. Your car could be a classroom. Your classroom can be a car. You know what? We would love to hear from you. A follow, a like. Find us on the schoolhouse302.com, where you're always going to find blog posts, video blogs, and podcasts all on topic of leadership. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. #read this series.